Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Russ back again with another video. Today, going to be doing another movie review. This is going to be of the M. Night Shyamalan movie Old. First, I wanted to say thank you for the support on the Moonfall video. It did way better than I actually thought it would, and it gave me a little bit more inspiration to basically make more of these. I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone and make more of these movie reviews, even though I'm not really that used to. I'm used to doing voiceover, but not really reviewing movies. So it's going to be a long process, but I wanted to make more of these because I think it's fun, and it also makes me want to watch more stuff just to make a video on it, which is always a good thing. So jumping right into this review, I want to start talking about this movie by saying it actually kind of took me by surprise. I am a Shyamalan fan. I do like his movies. I love the twists and all that shit. And honestly, I started to watch it at one point and turned it off. I got bored kind of quickly, but I don't think I was in the mood. Decided to watch it again. This time I was. And I actually enjoyed this movie. Not necessarily a shocker. I mean, Shyamalan has a lot of dedicated fans for a reason. There's a lot of people that do like his movies. I understand that a good amount of people maybe don't like his, and he is kind of inconsistent. I mean, I've never watched Avatar, I will say that, but apparently that was awful. But he has some movies that are kind of hit and miss. Then he has some ones that are definite hits, you know, like with Split and stuff like that, and Unbreakable, which I think is one of the coolest fucking movies of all time. But Old was really good. The pacing, I feel like, had a little bit of a problem. You know, it did kind of jump all over the place at times. But I think for the most part, this movie was pretty well acted, you know, especially with the janky ass dialogue at certain times. Yes, there are certain lines that are really funny when they deliver it, but for the most part, I think that with the things they had to say, it was not that bad. Granted, I think the only guy that really jumped out at me as far as performance wise was, well, fuck, I can't remember the dude's name. I should probably look it up, but he's a kid from Death Note and also something else that I can't name, but he was really good. I enjoyed him. Pretty much other than that, though, not many standout performances for the most part, other than my boy M. Night Shyamalan making himself, you know, always known with that little cameo. That actually, it seems like he makes one cameo usually that I always noticed in his movies, but this one he has like a recurring role almost. He comes back a few times, so it's kind of funny. I ain't gonna spoil shit. You know, this isn't the reviews I want to do as far as, you know, I'm not really a spoiler type guy. I just want to give my genuine thoughts on the movie. So I will say, the patented M. Night Shyamalan. I always mess up his name on purpose and then I can't say it right. Shyamalan, the classic Shyamalan twist is there. And I do like it. I think that, you know, a lot of his stuff he does take chances with, which I always appreciate because there can be shit that's a little bit off the wall and maybe doesn't completely make sense, which I guess I would put this one into. But, you know, for the most part, I did like the ending. I thought the twist was cool. I thought this movie overall was interesting. I can say straight up, I've never seen anything like it. And that's really the reason I do like watching M. Night Shyamalan films, because they really do, like, honestly, every time I'm like, I don't think anybody else would make this movie. And I think this is another one of those. So overall, I would say I like it. To just go ahead and get to the point of my final rating, I wouldn't say, like, it's not going to be on the upper tier of stuff. Like, I gave Moonfall a 7.2. In hindsight, maybe a little bit high, because I do want to kind of be a little bit stingy with my ratings, be real about it, and, you know, not really say, like, even if I like the movie, and possibly if I'd watch it again, that doesn't mean it's going to get a high rating. So, Moonfall will, obviously, I'm not going to change that score. That is what it is. It's locked in. But I am going to be a little bit more impartial on this one. I think this is probably like a 6.7 is what I'm going to give it. 6.7 movie, because I think it is definitely above average. I think it's better than what most critics gave it. You know, if you're going by Rotten Tomatoes, and Metacritic is just rough as fuck with their movie reviews. But anyway, you know, kind of like Rotten Tomatoes, I just think they gave it a little bit too low. I think it was an interesting movie. There are some things that are dumb. Obviously, it's a fucking Shyamalan movie. There's going to be some things that maybe don't hit, you know, especially when he is kind of inconsistent with, you know, certain things in his movies. Even though I do, like I said, I like his films, but there are certain things. But either way, man, 6.7, solid movie. I would say check it out. You know, if you are a fan of him, for sure, check it out. It's not a stinker. It's not horrible. I found it enjoyable personally, and I would recommend it if you are a fan of his films. If you're not, maybe take a flyer on it one day. You're bored. You're just like, fuck it. I want to see what it's about. You know, probably give it like a half hour. If you're not into it by a half hour, you probably ain't going to like it at all. The beginning is a little bit slow, but once you get to the half-hour mark, it seems like it starts to pick up and get a little bit interesting, and I think most people would be able to start to enjoy it if you can get past that mark. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. I'll catch you later. Peace.